Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about something right quick. So it's probably been about a month ago now. It's crazy. Time is flying. The older I get, the faster it goes. We went to Family Video today. It's in Rockingham. There's one in Lexington as well. So we get there, and this is really sad. It's just very sad. They were closed, and I was like, luckily we didn't pull off immediately. And my grandfather was like, oh, well, you see, probably because they don't have enough stuff left. Well, I knew they were open because I've called them and called them and called them saying, just making sure last day's Friday, right? And they said, yes. So we get up there, and there's this lady that pulls in right by the front door. I'm thinking, oh, it's a customer wanting to know if they're open. She says, oh, well, we'll be open in just a second. I was looking through the window, and I said, oh, okay. I was worried because I didn't know if y'all were open. I wanted to support y'all one more time. And she said, yeah, we only have 2 employees. We don't have enough employees working, so we have to take like 2-hour shifts. They opened at like 10 this morning and must have closed sometime in between 10 and 5:30 because they opened back up at 5:30, 5:16. It was earlier. So, but yes, so she went and unlocked the door, and then I waited about maybe 3 minutes to go in. Then this other lady came by, and I don't know if I've talked about this in my videos, but I'm terrified of Fixture Liquidators. Fixture Liquidators, they're like a private company that comes in and liquidates the whole store. They take charge of the store. It's no longer owned by Family Video. In other words, professional liquidation companies own the business now. But I'm not sure. I think they may have done it themselves, but this lady was like a Fixture Liquidator, okay? I walked in and I looked around a little bit looking for movies. They literally had a white table, you know, those foldable tables with like movies and signs everywhere saying 10 movies for $5 or 1 for 50 cents each or $1 or something like that, which I'll show y'all in a second. I got like 10 movies, and I got some for my baby sister and some that are just, you know, mine. So I got 10 of them, tons of them. But there's the clear cases are what they come in. So when they go through the security passes, they would go off so in case people were stealing them. So it looks like more movies, but the clear cases, they're just extra cases. But anyway, I'll show those to you in a second. So I walk in and I look around a little bit. Literally, I don't know why they did this either. They should have put all the movies together. I guess they didn't want to spend time moving them. There was adult movies way over here on this rack, and the kids' movies were way over here. Like, you had to go across the store. They were on both sides. Then, in between all this, there was a table right here with just a few movies. I don't know why they didn't just put them on the shelves with the other ones instead of just putting them in the middle of the room. I mean, the space is huge. You would have never guessed how big it was. It was completely barren. I mean, nothing but the big counters up at the front, and there was literally 3, 4, maybe 5 shelves left stacked in one pile. All the shelves are free. I mean, you can get a shelf. They're free. So I was just like, I should have gotten one, but they're huge. They're really big. So they were just in a pile over there, way over here. And there was only 5 of them, maybe 6, 7. I don't know. It wasn't many. It wasn't no more than 7. And a few things, a television that said sold on it up at the front. And there was an open sign in the window that they didn't even turn on when they opened. It had a sold sign dangling from it. So there was literally nothing left. I mean, everything off the walls was stripped. I mean, you could see tape marks. Everything was just stripped. So, but there's this candy rack. Now, let me get back to the Fixture Liquidator. I'm sorry, y'all. I go way off track. There's this candy rack. They sold candy and stuff like that for the movies because it's a movie rental store. The rack was completely empty, and I think it may have been sold or they were still selling it. Last time I checked, the first time I went when the store was completely full, it was like $100 or $50. It's this big metal rack. Well, I didn't notice this before, but today I went back and I noticed these little, they were about this wide and about this long, they or tall, you know, whatever. They were strips, and it said Family Video Willy Wonka candy. I'm like, oh, I want one of those. There were several of them on the rack, and they were halfway off. They were falling off of the rack. They were so easy to remove. So I go up to the lady, the one lady that unlocked the doors before the other lady came in. She was sweet. She was smiling. She was seriously smiling. She wasn't faking it. And so this other lady who came in on the phone and just was keys dangling and just on the phone like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And she said, y'all can come in, it's open. She didn't say it. She was nice at first, but that's what they want to trick you into thinking they're nice. And then when you ask them too many questions, they get very mad. That's how it was at the Kmart in Clemens. And, you know, I'm sorry, I got off track again. So I asked her, I said, can I have that? Can I buy it? I wasn't going to just take it. My grandma was like, no, you need to ask her if you can have it. I'm like, no, I'm just going to pay 50 cents or $1 for it. She said, no, I'm sorry. That goes with the candy rack. It all sells as one. There was 5, 6, 7, 8 of those little strips on it. It wasn't like just one was going. I'm like, okay. I left it at that. And so, I was like, okay. And, there was this other guy in there doing something. He was picking up DVD players, speakers. I don't know what they were. They were huge. And the lady went over to get the dolly. They had one dolly, but there was a shelf on it. One of those shelves that were in that pile. Next thing I hear, there's a bam! She had dropped the shelf. God bless her. I should have went over there and helped her, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I wish I would have. Well, they got the dolly, but the shelf had fallen on the ground. So, then, he got his speakers on there, and I'm guessing she was a fixture liquidator or liquidator. I guess let's just start saying that because they don't just liquidate fixtures, they liquidate everything. He was going, I did this once too. It's really strangely set up. You have to go, you come in one side, but you can't go back out that way. You have to go this way through the monitors or the security system thing. He was going out the door, and she said, I can't remember what his name was, but she said his name. And I'll just use an example. Let's say Mike. Mike, no. Mike, you have to go out this door. This door over here. I was like, oh, you know, she's just frustrated. It's final days. What's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They got 2 days left. Like I said, barren. Nothing left. So, then, you know, he was talking. There was another guy in there picking up a TV or something. It sounds like there's a lot left, but it was completely empty. It echoed. It was so empty. For the last 2 days, you know, it still had a little bit of stuff left. But on the last day, which is Friday, I'm sure it will be just gutted. So he was talking about something. I'm not going to lie. I may be overreacting because she was kind of sweet. But I'm kind of sensitive, and that's just me. So I was like, okay, this woman, it's just me. So not all liquidators are bad liquidators. I've had friends say that they've met some really nice ones. That'd be my dream one day. I want to meet a nice one. I've never met a nice one. And he was trying to talk to her or something. And she was like, yeah. And she was just like fake, like smiling. And then she turned around away from him and she went, and I was like, okay, well, I got to get out of here before I don't know what was going to happen. So I pay for everything and I go out and I was like, thank y'all so much. You know, that's great. And she didn't say anything else, but, Lord, what was I saying earlier? Anyway, that's what I was going to do. So, yes, I'm in my new bedroom. There's more of these movies, but they're for my baby sister. I got all these and these clear cases like this one right here and this one, the ones with the white tags, those were the security cases. 10 movies for $5. Really good deal. Really, really good deal. So, if you have a family video store, like, close to you, I wouldn't drive as long as I did. I drove, like, 33 minutes, and they didn't have hardly anything left. Like, nothing. I was expecting to get a sign or something. Nothing. Barren. Just, and you could see where the shelves were on the floor, and there was where things were hanging on the wall. You could see the outline of them, and you could just see everything. It was like it was there, but it wasn't there. It was just the scar. So, but if you have one close, I think, you should, like, go there because, first of all, if they have shelves left, they're free. The shelves are free. At most locations, at least, they were advertising that the shelves were free. And the movies, I'm sure it's at all the locations, 10 for $5. You could get, 30 movies for $15, if I added that right. I'm horrible at math. Don't mind me. So, yeah, you can get some good movies. Movies. So, yeah, but that was my experience today. And once I really got scared after I went to the Kmart in Clemens because that lady was just so mean. I asked her for something else, and she was like, no, you got enough. And that was definitely a fixture liquidator. Just because they're stressed because they're at their job closing the store doesn't mean they should be mean to the customers. I guess this is going to be more like a complaining video, which I really didn't want to do, but I'm just saying. So I was there, and there was like this other sign in the window. And in my mind, I kind of said to see if they would catch on, because I was too scared to ask since that incident at the Kmart in Clemens, because ever since then I've been scarred, and I'm like, don't ask too many questions. They get really mad. So, I was like, I like that sign in the window. I was telling my grandma, like, you know, Mimi, I really like that sign in the window. They didn't catch on. So I just left. You know, like that Kmart in Clemens, I left it. It was overall good. It was nice because a few weeks ago I had never been in a movie rental store, at least that I remember, maybe when I was 5. But and it was still full, so it was kind of like being there on a normal day. There was a few shelves that were sold. It was empty on like this side, and on this side through here and back over here it was still full. So this was my second time and final time, unless I go to Oregon to the last Blockbuster Video. I would love to go there. That will be the last remaining video store, not a chain. Blockbuster, one, just one. So today was the last time I'll be in a video rental store, and it's kind of sad. My grandparents said they used to, you know, I'm sure everybody on Friday night when Blockbuster was the thing. Family Video was actually technically, except for the last Blockbuster, was the last surviving video store, the chain. And so my grandparents were like, you know, it's sad, and because my grandma said, you know, we're getting old, because years ago this was the thing. Friday night, you'd get a movie, get some popcorn, candy, and you'd go home, and then in a couple hours you'd return it. And then, you know, they were only like the sign that's over here, I don't know, yeah, right there. It says faith-based movies. It was I got this my first time that I went a few weeks ago. It was the only one they had. $1 each, 5 nights. 5 nights, N-I-T-E-S, is that nice? I can't spell too good either, I'm sorry, y'all. So 5 nights, you could get that for $1 each. So, and the CEO said that they survived, after Blockbuster closed. There was 4 video rental stores, and that's not me counting like the independent ones, like one location. They were they were chains. There was Blockbuster, which was the most popular. Hollywood Video, I don't even remember them. They went out years ago. Movie Gallery, I don't remember them. I remember seeing a Blockbuster where I lived, and then I remember seeing it closing. I remember the signs, but I didn't go in there. That's been years ago. And then Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, Movie Gallery, and then Family Video. And they are going to be closing in 2 days. So that's my talk today. I've been doing this video for 13 minutes. So, it just goes, you have to kind of dig into, like, you know, if you want to get stuff with the logo on it, you have to ask, but I just don't, I don't ask anymore. I've met several. I've never had a good experience with a fixture liquidator or liquidator. It's just not, I've never experienced it, so now I'm scared to ask them, because the worst thing, they can get mad. I mean, I can just leave, you know, but it's just me, so. But anyway, guys, like I said, if you have a Family Video close to you, you should probably go, because all movies 10 for $5, and you could get more than that for like $10, $15, $20. Let's see, if you get 10, 20, 30, you could get 30 movies for like $20, 15, I don't know. I'm not adding. My brain is tired from school today. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, I probably bored y'all to death, even if you're still here at the end. But if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, guys, take care and stay cool. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.